Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. Today I woke up to a news that made me feel being hopeful is not that bad, especially given the times that we are living in, where a marriage of interfaith couple becomes primetime news with religious and community leaders terming it as conspiracy, where polarizing debates is the order of the day and the general discourse now has a religious twist to it. Right from what one eats, how does one pray, who does one marry, etc. So when I read the news today, I felt a bit hopeful. What was the news? Apparently, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, the RSS, the parent organization of the ruling BJP, its chief, known as Sar Sangachalak, said that a Hindu says no Muslim should live here, that person is not a true Hindu. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat was addressing a function organized by the Muslim Rashtriya Manch, which is RSS minority wing. Now, this event happened in Ghaziabad. Here, he said that the DNA of all the Indians is the same and that those indulging in lynching are against Hindutva. He said that cow is a holy animal, but the people who are lynching others are going against Hindutva. Law should take its own course against them without any partiality. He further said that we are in a democracy. There cannot be a dominance of Hindus or Muslims. There can only be the dominance of Indians. He then also asked Muslims not to get trapped in the cycle of fear that Islam is in danger in India, although one would often hear the opposite of it from a lot of members from the right wing.
इसलिए हम कहते हैं कि हिंदुस्तान हिंदू राष्ट्र है, गौ माता पूज्य है, लेकिन लिंचिंग करने वाले ये हिंदुत्व के खिलाफ जा रहे हैं, वो आतताई है। कानून के जरिए उनका निपटारा होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ऐसे केसेस बनाए भी जाते हैं तो बोल नहीं सकते आजकल कहां सही है कहां गलत है, लेकिन कानून को अपना काम करना चाहिए, तहकीकात करनी चाहिए ठीक से, बिना पार्शियलिटी किए सबका न्याय करना चाहिए और दोषी को सजा होनी चाहिए। हमको उसमें कोई गम नहीं। सब मैं कहता हूं सार्वजनिक भाषणों में मैंने कहा स्वयं, ये अगर हम करने लगेंगे तो बहुत अच्छी बात होगी। एक बात बिल्कुल सही है आपकी कि आज अगर संघ के नाते हम कोई बात कहते हैं, अब ये बात मैं कह रहा हूं, तो इसकी हिंदू समाज में तो बहुत बड़ी चर्चा होगी। बहुत बड़ा वर्ग है जो इसका समर्थन करेगा, हमको कहेगा कि आपने बहुत अच्छा किया, ये पहल की। ऐसा भी वर्ग है जो खराब नहीं है, अच्छे इंसान है, लेकिन वो कहेंगे कि बस आप भी भोले बन गए। अब ये जरूर कहेगा क्योंकि ठोकरे लगी है। वो कहेंगे कि अरे ऐसा कभी हुआ था क्या, ये ऐसा मामला नहीं है कि आप लोग नहीं समझते, ऐसे भी होंगे, चलेगा, ये शास्त्रार्थ चलेगा। लेकिन एक बात है कि हिंदू समाज की भावना संघ बोलता है, आज स्थिति है, क्योंकि नीचे तक हमारे स्वयंसेवक है, समाज क्या सोचता है क्या नहीं हमारे पास आता है, हम उसके अनुसार बताते हैं। उसके अनुसार मैं बता रहा हूं, हिंदू समाज अपने परंपरा प्रकृति बुद्धि मन के अनुसार चाहता तो है, लेकिन करने की हिम्मत उसकी इसलिए नहीं होती कि ये सब बीच में है।
Now, why is this speech significant, or the timing of the statement is so significant? Now, you see, a few days ago, research by Pew Agency revealed an insightful outcome. Out of those surveyed, 64% people believed that being Hindu is important to be an Indian. 80% of these 64% believed that being Hindu and speaking Hindi is important to be an Indian, and that most of those who believed the above also vote for the BJP. So RSS chief's statement came right after this survey, and thus I felt it was very important. These wise words coming from the chief of RSS, which is considered as the premier Hindutva organization in the country, which has many outfits like Vishwa Hindu Parishad or Bajrang Dal affiliated to it. So these words coming from Mr Mohan Bhagwat did make me hopeful. And I totally agree with what he said. In fact, in such polarizing times, such messages from someone like Mr Bhagwat, who is widely respected among the followers of Sangh ideology, according to me, was the need of the hour. But then again, I have few points to make here. The message given by RSS chief is good and maybe also timely. So why not first start applying it to the following people who I believe are doing exactly the opposite to what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat has said. First, Vinay Katiyar. Bharatiya Janata Party leader Vinay Katiyar back in 2019 said that the Muslims divided the country in the name of religion and hence they should leave the country. He said, and I quote, मुसलमान इस देश में रहना ही नहीं चाहिए. उन्होंने जनसंख्या के आधार पर देश का बंटवारा कर दिया तो इस देश में रहने की क्या आवश्यकता थी. उनको अलग भूभाग दे दिया गया. बांग्लादेश या पाकिस्तान जाए, यहाँ क्या काम है उनका. Which means he said that Muslims were given different land. They were given Bangladesh and Pakistan. They divided the country on the religious lines. So why should they be staying in India? Now, Vinay Katiyar was also an RSS pracharak earlier. Incidentally, he was also the one who started Bajrang Dal and then he joined active politics with BJP. He has been Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha MP and he continues to make such kind of statements. Might as well Mr. Bhagwat make him understand what he is trying to say. Number 2. Sadhvi Prachi. VHP leader Sadhvi Prachi in 2019 said that Muslims to be shunned from making kanwar for devotees of Lord Shiva in Haridwar. She said, and I quote, 99% of Muslims make kanwar for Lord Shiva devotees in Haridwar. They should be boycotted. They should be asked to leave from there. Hindus of my country should get employment opportunities. Unquote. In another statement that could stir controversy, the VHP leader also claimed that those born in madrasas grow up to be like Mumbai terror attack mastermind and founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba terror outfit, Hafiz Saeed. Maybe a message of unity that the DNA of Hindus and Muslims are the same should be told to her as well. Number 3. Indresh Kumar. Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh leader Indresh Kumar said that lynching incidents would automatically stop in the country if people denounce eating beef. He made this statement in 2018 when there was widespread outrage over a man being lynched on suspicion of being a cow smuggler in Rajasthan's Alwar. Let's talk about point number 4. In Karnataka. The Karnataka government last month withdrew its decision to pay allowances to Muslim clerics as COVID-19 relief in the state from the funds of the Hindu Religious Endowment Department, which is also known as Muzrai Department. Because the RSS affiliated the Vishwa Hindu Parishad opposed the decision. Due to the COVID-19 lockdown, the government had planned to provide financial relief of 3,000 rupees to the imams of 41 mosques and madrasas in Dakshin Kannada district, along with temple priests serving in the C category of temples. However, in a memorandum submitted to the State Muzrai Minister Kota Srinivas Pujari, VHP said that money received from temples should be utilized for temples and welfares of the Hindu community only. Again, isn't the DNA same for all living in India according to Mr. Bhagwat? Let's move on. Let's talk about T. Raja Singh. BJP leader from Hyderabad, T. Raja Singh, often infamous for giving controversial speeches. He had once called the Muslim-dominated Hyderabad Old City as Mini Pakistan. During tensions in West Bengal's Badoria and Basirhat districts in July 2017, Singh had appealed to the Hindu community in the state to respond the ways Hindus in Gujarat reacted in 2002. He had also proclaimed Kashmiri Muslims were traitors. The MLA has 60 cases pending against him. Hate speeches account for most of them. Also, he had said that those who don't go to RSS Shakha are not true Hindus. He really needs to hear what Mr. Bhagwat said yesterday about being a true Hindu. Let's talk about the next person, Tejasvi Surya. The BJP MP from South Bangalore earlier this year singled out 70 Muslim volunteers of the BBMP's South Zone unit may be responsible for the lack of beds in the city. A video went viral on social media which showed Surya being present in the BBMP's South Zone war room and reeling off the names of 17 Muslim volunteers before asking an official on what basis they were hired. Surya, who was accompanied by his uncle, can also be heard saying if they, that is the Muslim volunteers, were recruited for a corporation or a madrasa.
What do you think, man? No. It's an intention. It's happening, sir. These people, they have done that. We have information.
Let's talk about the next person, Kapil Mishra. Another BJP leader known for constant communal remarks and provocative speeches. In 2019, he made a distasteful tweet targeting the Muslim community. He said in a tweet that if you want pollution to come down, then you should reduce these firecrackers and not the ones burst on Diwali. Now, this is what Mishra said in a tweet, along with a photo of a man with a skull cap, woman in burqa, and several children standing next to them. Now, his provocative speeches in Northeast Delhi during Shaheen Bagh protest is well known, and after that, Delhi riots followed. Let's talk about the next one, Surajpal Ammu. Surajpal Ammu is a BJP Haryana leader and came to spotlight after his call for beheading actress Deepika Padukone for her role as Rani Padmavati in a movie. The same person is now leading Mahapanchayats in Haryana, where several thousands gather in violation of COVID protocol. Here, Surajpal Ammu regularly spews venom against the Muslim community and calls for killing them. On 30th of May, he addressed a Mahapanchayat to support those who lynched Asif Khan in Haryana's Nuh district. He said, and I quote, "Muslim brothers, what brothers? They say Section 144, which is prohibitory orders forbidding a gathering of more than 5, is in place. Impose whatever orders you want. Who is ready to face cases? Raise your hands. Every Hindu has the ability to enter your home." BJP made him its spokesperson for the Haryana unit in the month of June. Now, these are just few examples. If you dig deep, you will find multiple such examples everywhere. As they say, charity begins at home. So why not first make such leaders understand Mr. Bhagwat's message of unity? Why not start with the leaders of RSS, BJP and VHP and Bajrang Dal and all those affiliated with the RSS? If RSS truly believes in what Mr. Bhagwat said, then why doesn't it publicly announce that it won't support such leaders, it won't tolerate such provocative and communal statements? Why doesn't it ask BJP to rein in such leaders? Why doesn't it say that it will not support the BJP wherever its leaders make such statements? So what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat has said is absolutely correct. I agree with it. One should also practice it. But are the RSS, VHP, BJP and all those affiliated party leaders are ready to practice it? Shouldn't they be practicing it first? Is the question that we ask today. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.